What's up guys? Okay, so I do have another walkthrough video today. I was a little bit more active after the stream ended, and something I've been realizing about myself is that I'm not bad as an active trader, although you'll see in this video I did make some huge mistakes today, although I did end the day green. And so before we get started, if you're interested in using the same broker that Mitch and I use, go check out TradeNet. They currently have a 30% off sale going on where you can get the intro account for only $350. And that's a huge deal because it comes with a funded account with 14,000 in buying power to trade with. There's also no PDT rule, and so new traders specifically can day trade as much as they want. And I think it's a much cheaper option for new traders when they first get started. The commissions are pretty cheap if you use small sizing. There's no PDT rule, and you're only risking what you pay for that account. And so it works like a prop firm, and if you want more information or if you're interested in checking that out, I'll include a link in the description. And so thanks for watching and enjoy this video. Alright guys, so I may have gotten a little bit stubborn with AMRN, maybe taking an unnecessary risk. I just thought it had a lot of resistance above it, and so I'm trying to give it that time. My main stop out level here is going to be that 1724 or so level, that 1724 level where you can see that major resistance level above. And at this point, since it broke over and then kind of faked out and came right back down to 1715, I think it has even more resistance above it now, because not only does it have the top of this range, but it also has this major level at 1721, and then like I said, that big 1724 1725 level. And so I'm going to give it that chance and see if it can continue to break down here for me, and I'll continue to update you guys on this process as well. Wish me luck. I'm going to take some off here at 12, and so I've banked some profits already. I have 800 shares left, but like I said, this is the problem with green streaks, is that you get kind of desperate to keep them alive. And although this trade ended up working out for me, at least so far, I definitely took a bunch of unnecessary risks. You know, my full sizing when I was in the most shares in this trade was 1,600 shares, and I think that's way too large for a current gain of, you know, 45 bucks. And so I have to be very careful trading like this, but I'm going to hold it out and let it work. You know, I did get that rejection at that 25 level, that 1725 level, like I kind of called out earlier. And so I'm going to give this one time. Main goal is that $17 point. And so we'll see if that works. We'll see if it works out. I'll continue to update you all on this process. Alright, so it's down to 1710. I'm going to go ahead and take another 400 shares off here and then just really let this last little bit work. I know I was down at my max in this trade, like over $100, and so like I said, I'm kind of disappointed in this trade as well. But like I said, it's kind of one of those examples of when you're in a green streak and you want to keep that green streak alive, you could take some unnecessary risks, and I honestly think that's kind of what happened with this trade. I just took a bunch of unnecessary risks, and I definitely need to, you know, warn any new traders that's actually watching this not to do what I did here, because while it may work out, it even may work out a majority of the time. The times that it does not work out are going to be so much larger than the times that it does that it's still not going to be a profitable play in the long run. You know, and that's what you need to learn from this. Your losses are going to be so much bigger than your wins, even though you may win more often, that it's not going to be a profitable play in the long run. And so I'm going to take another 200 off there, bank the profits. I'm up $30, and now I'm just going to set a stop loss for over this level here, so probably at like 19, and I'm just going to walk away and see if it can drop down to 17 or so. But yeah, just a badly managed trade, a lot of unnecessary risks at this point, and yeah, I just think I managed it poorly. So it's a good example of what not to do and the risks you shouldn't take in a trade, and also a good example of why, you know, having a green streak like this can ultimately be a bad thing, and it can cost you some unnecessary risks. And while it worked out this time, the times that it doesn't work are really going to destroy your account. And so do not follow my example here. I'm usually pretty disciplined with everything in my trading, and so this is just one of those times where I wasn't, and I definitely regret it and do not think you should follow my example with this one. Now it's getting pretty close. It's teetering right there. 1719 is my stop out level, and if I do get stopped out, I should be down, or I should be up around $60 or so from this trade. And so after this trade, I should be up roughly $23 or so on the day, which is definitely an improvement from where I was previously in this trade. But like I said, I still think I made some mistakes here. There I go. I just got stopped out. I'm up $24 on the day, and so yeah, I definitely think I made some mistakes today. I think I took a little bit too unnecessary of a risk with this trade, and although I ended it green and I ended it I ended the day green, I definitely still made some mistakes here. And so I can show you guys my trade log. I realized I didn't do that yesterday after watching the video, but you can see my trade log for this one here. There's my trade log. You can see it on my trade manager, my trade log and everything like that. You can also see my tickets here and see all the tickets I took for this trade. And so I think I'll probably be a little bit down after commissions, but I'm still gross and green. Let's see. Yeah, I'll probably be down at least some after commissions today, but at least I salvaged it and kind of ended the day green. I'll definitely take it. Like I said, though, I'm kind of ready for this green streak to be over with. Alright, so I'm actually right around the top here, and I can use this 25 level as my risk for AMRN. So I'm jumping in with 500 shares, looking to maybe take a little bit more if it can drop down to maybe 1710 or so. I'm looking to redeem myself a little bit. I think the risk reward in this trade specifically is pretty good. My risk is only about 5 cents, and my reward can be down to at least 1710, so a 10-cent reward. And so I think I'm trying to redeem myself maybe a little bit here. We'll see how that goes, and I'll continue to update you all on that process as well. Alright, so you can see me take half off here. That's because I've made a little bit of money in this trade and I still have 500 shares. And so I'm still able to hold this through. And just taking that half of my position off there protects me some in this account. And so like I said, really ideally I'm shooting for that 1710 level. But if I don't get that, I can still take some profits and really just get up a little bit more on the day with this trade. Alright, so I'm going to take a little bit more off here, and I'm just going to hold these last 250 shares. That was my goal for this trade, is really just to be kind of a scalping trade. Maybe I'm justifying taking profits too soon, but I'm going to let the rest work down to around 1710 or so is my ultimate goal with this one. And so we'll see how that goes. Alright, really, it's about down there already. I'm just going to go ahead and get out of this trade and be done with it. And for a total gain of 71.50, I'll definitely take it. I got out about 2 cents too early, and that's okay. I definitely redeemed myself a little bit with this trade and followed my rules to a certain extent. Overall, I think it was pretty good risk reward. I think I was risking maybe $50 in the trade, and because I scaled out of it, I probably made about $50 or so in this trade. And so like I said, we do this live every day. You can see my I can go ahead and show you my trade log, my trade manager and stuff like that, so you guys can see I'm not trying to hide anything here. There's my trade ticket manager. Here's my trade log, which is going to be pretty big here. Let's see. Might not even be enough room, but there's my trade log. There's the tickets, there's the trades I've got into, and so that was my trades for today. I'm definitely done after this. I'll definitely take it. I hope you guys can see what I really do with these type of trades where I attack the range. And yeah, this one definitely squeezed up a little bit too much here, and I got a little bit stubborn with it, but ultimately it worked out. It's still one of those trades where I have to learn from, and it did eventually get down to 1710, and so I probably could have held it a little bit longer, but it's still a good trade and a green trade, and so I'll definitely take it. Like I said, hit that subscribe button. If you want to use the broker that we use, I'll put a link in the description for that. And yeah, good luck for the rest of the day and for tomorrow, guys. I'll see you all then.